In what ways I'm impacting the world, I would say my major at Eastern is elementary education, and I value education, and I think it's important to share my passion with younger generations.
Currently I'm going to Whitworth University in Spokane, and my major is elementary education with a minor in Spanish education. And so during the school year I get to do a lot of practicums out in schools and working with kids.
I am currently studying speech-language pathology at Idaho State University online. I really have come into this profession from when my dad had a stroke, and I am super passionate about helping the kids, or I'm not really sure where I want to go as far as who I want to help, but definitely one of the most amazing professions I think I've seen.
College Place Presbyterian has impacted my life by helping lead me closer to Jesus. My family doesn't go to church, and so this has been an outlet for me to grow in that relationship.
It's been a really big impact in my life. The church family here is so supportive, and one of the things that I love is when I come home, everyone asks how I'm doing at school, and I know when I'm at school that I have people at home that are praying for me and checking in on me, and that's been so awesome. As well as the youth program growing up here was just such a big impact in forming my view of God and my place in the world.
College Place Presbyterian Church has impacted my life in some pretty big ways. Obviously, I've worked here since 2011, and I've been involved in the youth program since about 2008. I was a middle school youth group leader and a high school youth group leader, and I've been working here, like I said, as the secretary, children's ministry director, and an intern is what I started out as. And the church has just been a big part of shaping who I am. If I didn't have this in high school, it was kind of what brought me back to God and my relationship, and kind of was a part of making my faith my own instead of just being what my parents believed. So that's kind of where the church has impacted me, and just the church family is amazing, and I couldn't ask for a more supportive and amazing church family.
My favorite memories are Vacation Bible School. It's the best week of the summer in my opinion, and getting to share my passion and love for Jesus with little kids and watch them grasp new knowledge is exciting, and I can't wait to see where the relationship takes them.
One of my favorite memories would definitely be youth group here and going to the high school youth group, and being able to come somewhere on Sunday nights and have a place to hang out with kids my age and just have fun and talk about God. And I've been really searching for that up in Spokane, and just this past year I was able to find a church, First Presbyterian Church in Spokane, and they have a young adult group on Sundays for kids or young adults from 18 to 29 years old, and so that's been a big blessing as well. And I'd say that I definitely wouldn't have searched that out unless I had that here at home.
One of my favorite memories that CPPC was a part of, well, there's like a lot of them, but some of my favorites were like the high school ski retreat and the water ski retreats, and just helping with mid-high. And then obviously my favorite week of the year is Vacation Bible School. So just anywhere I can help out is pretty much a good memory for me at the church.
This was my first year going away from home, so I was able to see God in big ways. Like, having to grow up and experience new things on my own was super hard, but like my relationship with Jesus definitely grew a lot this year.
I would say definitely going to First Presbyterian Church in Spokane and having the young adult group to connect with every Sunday night. And then I also run cross country and track for Whitworth, and that's been a big part of my life, and having a team that's really supportive and friends that I can reach out to has been awesome. And then again, working in the schools with kids and seeing the impact that I can make with them is just amazing.
I think God is asking me to come out of my comfort zone, and I really feel like Peter right now, and he's asked me to come out onto the water, and so that's what I'm doing. I'm kind of stepping out in faith, and he's really challenging me in that way, and I'm really having to grow in my trust and my faith, and trying not to look at the storm around me, but just focusing on him.
The scholarship program is important to me because it's helping me accomplish my goal of becoming a teacher, and I hope that I'm able to give back to the church one day.
The scholarship program is really important to me because at school it's hard to try to find time to balance a job during school, especially when you're doing sports. So I work during the summer, I work during harvest to earn money, but I can't cover all of school just with that, and so having financial support is amazing, but even more than that, just having the church family praying for me as well is a really big help, especially during hard times at school.
The scholarship has been a huge blessing in my undergrad, and now as I go into grad school, it's just it takes a little bit of the financial burden. You guys all know that college is expensive and the books are expensive, and so just that little bit of help is huge in my life. But more so than the money ever could be, it's the support from the congregation that I feel. I feel the prayers, I feel when people are asking me how I'm doing on Sunday morning and what I'm doing. There's just a huge support from the congregation. So that's probably more helpful to me even than the money, though the money is also helpful.
As a church family, you could pray for me the transition was still hard throughout the year, but it did get better. But just hoping that I'm able to continue to go through even through the hard times, and I want to come home from school.
I would say one of the biggest prayers for me from the church that I would like would be this next year. I'm heading into my student teaching year in the spring, and so trying to balance the fall here with school and then my last season of sports, and then heading into student teaching for the spring.
I think I can speak for many of the scholarship recipients in saying that a big part of, especially for me, balance is a huge thing, especially since I'm working full-time and going to school full-time and have, my husband and my family, just the balance of all of that and trying to also have self-care. So just in the balance of life as a college student is probably the best way to pray for me.